You are so welcome today. You are welcome to Thrive Recovery Academy. I am so excited that you guys are here. You are so welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Go share the video. Tell people that we are live right now. You say yes when you want to say no. Why? Why do you say yes when literally you want to say no? This is how emotional exhaustion turns into people pleasing. Why do you say yes when literally you want to say no? You help even when you are exhausted. You show up for everyone, but you feel really empty inside. And people call you nice. They call you nice. Yes, that lady, she's a nice person. That boy is a nice boy. Oh, that man is a nice man. But deep inside of you, you are tired. You are emotionally tired. You are exhausted. You are stressed. But if I tell you this isn't just kindness, it's not kindness. It might be emotional exhaustion, turning people to people pleasing. Emotional exhaustion is turning you to people pleasing. Today, we are going to be breaking down why this happens and what's going on in your mind and how the body and how to finally break free from this act of people pleasing. We're going to go deeper by explaining what is emotional exhaustion. Emotional exhaustion is when your mental and emotional energy is depleted. Your mental energy is reduced. Your mental energy is probably even empty. You are welcome to be here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And do you know what causes this particular thing? Why does it happen this way? It could happen because of chronic stress. This is kind of stress that has piled up over time in your system. You've not been able to work on it. You've not been able to work on that stress. It can also happen as a result of caregiving. You are giving care while you yourself you need care. It could be as a result of trauma. Trauma could be either physical trauma, emotional trauma, whatever trauma that you must have faced while in the past. And now it's happening that you become a people pleaser. You are emotionally exhausted. You are nice when deep down you are not. It could be as a result of uh, burnout, burnout from exhaustion, burnout from overworking yourself, burnout from doing stuff that literally your body is telling you that you're not supposed to be doing, but you go ahead to do them. It could happen as a result of constant responsibility. You are always responsible for others. You are always giving yourself something to do, overworking yourself, responsible for everybody. Meanwhile, nobody is responsible for you, or you're not allowing somebody to be responsible for you. You are the one that is always going out to help your brother, going up to help your sister, going up to do this. You are carrying headache. Oh, my brother has not been able to get a job. I need to get a job for him. And you are working yourself. I'm not saying it's bad for you to do that for your family members, but you also need to work on yourself. You also need that break. You also need to take time off. You are welcome to Strive Recovery Academy. My name is Nurse Obi again. I am here and I am mental health and an addiction advocate. Please share this video to your loved ones. Share this video to people that you know they really need this. Comment down below. Let's get your feedback. We'll continue while we're doing this. Now, what are the symptoms? The symptoms of emotional exhaustion. We have quite a number of symptoms, but I'm going to mention about 5 of them here. One of them is fatigue. Fatigue is extreme tiredness. Tiredness that your body, mind, and soul is telling you that you are tired, that you need to do something to. But no, you keep going and going and going, refusing to listen to your body system. Another symptom is irritability. Anybody says anything, you get irritated. You want to talk back. You want to do something. You are so on the extreme. Every little thing irritates you. That could be a symptom of emotional exhaustion. Another one, number 3, is detachment. You want to find an isolated place for yourself. When people are gathering, you don't want to be there. You just want to be by yourself. You just want that free space where you can do, you are detaching from your normal self. Another example, the 4th example is what? Overwhelm. Overwhelm. You are literally overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with the circumstance of life, with your situation, any little thing. You'll be like, I am overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed. You keep yelling and telling people you're overwhelmed, but you are not actually working on that particular symptom. Another one, the 5th one we'll be talking about is what? Low emotional capacity. Low emotional capacity. You are always edgy. You are always at the edge. Any little thing you snap out. Any little thing, anything somebody says, even when the person is not referring to you, you snap out. You get easily angered. When you are emotionally exhausted, your ability to set boundaries become weaker. You find it hard to set boundaries. You find it hard to set boundaries. It's not that you don't have boundaries, but the ability to set that boundary is now weak. You allow anything to go, anything goes, anything comes in. That could be a form or a symptom of emotional exhaustion. Now, people pleasing is prioritizing everybody's needs. I'm just trying to explain what people pleasing is. You're prioritizing everyone else's needs over your own. And you know why you're doing this? You're doing this to avoid conflict. You're doing this to avoid rejection. You are doing this to avoid discomfort. People pleasing could also be as a result of childhood trauma. People don't know. But we're not going into that today. Now, what are the signs of people pleasing? You are saying yes when you want to say no. An example, somebody asks you and said, "Hey, Obi, can you get that pen for me, or can you help me do that project?" Literally, you know you don't have the time to do the project. Literally, you know you have other things planned out for you. But no, you decided to go ahead and say yes to that person over your own project or over your own plans or scheduled stuff that you need to do. That is people pleasing. Number 2 is fear of disappointing others. Fear of disappointing others. Your friend or even your manager asks you to do something. Now, because you have put yourself in that situation where you are so valued, where they feel, oh, they'll even tell it to your face, oh, Obi, she does not disappoint anybody. Now, because you have been named or tagged someone that does not disappoint, you want to live to that name. It's good to live to the name. Live to that name that people know you with, but not to your own expense. Now you are scared of disappointing your neighbor. You are scared of disappointing your friend. You are scared of disappointing your loved ones, even your managers, your colleague at work. And this could be as a result of people pleasing. Number three, over apologizing. You are always apologizing. Oh, sorry, sorry, I did this. Sorry, I did that. Sorry, I did this. You are always apologizing. Number four, seeking approval. You're always looking for a situation where you'll be validated, seeking approval. Oh, this person does this, this person does this. Let me do it so that I'll be approved. Let me do this so that I will know that, yes, I've done it. Yeah. Always seeking for approval. It could be as a result of people pleasing. You are making other people's needs a priority over your own needs. Another one, which is the fifth one, is avoiding conflict. Because you don't want to fight, because you don't want a situation, a conflict situation, you keep saying yes, 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 yes. Oh, do this, okay, do this, okay. Why? Because you don't want confrontation. Sometimes you need to know how to handle conflict and not run away from conflict. It's not good to run away from conflict. It is good for you to settle conflict and handle conflict properly and not to run away from conflict. Why? Because it will come back to you. It's not just about being kind, it is about being unsafe to say no. Write it down. It is about being unsafe to say no. Thank you, Ngozi. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I hope you're getting value from this teaching today. The next thing we'll be talking about is how exhaustion turns people into people pleasing. One of the ways it does turn people to people pleasing is one, you have low energy. And because you have low energy, it equates to low resistance. You don't have the strength to argue. You don't have the strength to over explain yourself. And because you don't want to explain yourself, you decide to please every other person, to say yes, you prioritize everybody's needs over your needs. Number two is avoidance. Avoidance. Because you are avoiding something, it becomes your survival. You feel it feels easy to say yes than to deal with conflict. It feels easy to say yes to you than to deal with conflict. But sometimes it is important that you settle conflict amicably, know how to handle conflict, than for you to say yes. Number three is emotional numbness. You stop checking with yourself. You stop checking with yourself. I can't say no. You stop checking with yourself. I can't say no. I can't say no. You must say yes. I can't say no. You must say yes. And as a result, you stop checking on yourself. Number four is fear of increases. Fear of increases. The fear of increases could lead to what? Fear of rejection. You are scared. I might be rejected. If I don't say yes to this person, I might be rejected. Thank you so much, Ngozi, for that. So many people find it difficult to say no when they need to say no. Saying no does not mean that you are weak. No, it doesn't mean you are weak. It just shows a sign that you are strong. You are scared of being rejected. That's why you keep saying yes when literally you needed to say no. Sometimes it could be as a result of fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being, oh, I don't want to say no so that they don't misunderstand me. People think in different ways. People think in a way that does not actually align to what you are thinking. Therefore, I need to say yes. And because you are scared of being misunderstood, you decide to say yes. And that yes, you're saying that yes because you don't want to over explain. Sometimes you need to explain yourself. Let them know the reason why you are saying no. Another one could be as a result of fear of losing friendship. Fear of losing friendship. Maybe you are in a circle of friends that want you to do things. They know you are somebody that is a go-getter. You go to do this for them. You do this, you do that. And now they are asking you to do a particular stuff for them. And you know you are not in the right place to do that. But no, you still go ahead to say yes. Why? Because you don't want to lose that friendship. You are scared that if you say yes, if you say no, sorry, you will lose the friendship. But that might not actually be the thing. That might not. People pleasing becomes a coping mechanism for you. And can I tell you this? People pleasing is not your personality, it's just a coping mechanism for you. But you can change that. You can actually change that. You can work on yourself to change that. Now, what does the brain and the nervous system or science tells us about this? During chronic stress, you find out that you have high level of cortisol that is being secreted by the brain. And because of that, the nervous system stays in a survival mode. And it frowns on responses. Trauma responses kick in. And this can actually lead to the fight mode. You are always edgy. You want to fight. You are very aggressive. You want to do this. You want to do that. Or even it could lead to what? The flight mode, where you want to escape. You just want to detach yourself from people. You want to be isolated. And this response could also be the freeze mode. The freeze mode where you just stand still. Anybody say anything, you would be looking. You don't want to say yes or you want to say no. The brain is in that survival mode. That is what the brain is doing. Or it becomes a fun. Now, with that, you are pleasing people. You want to prioritize people's needs over yours. And this is a situation where you try to stay safe. You stay safe by keeping other people happy. Other people are happy, but deep down inside you, you are mad. Deep down inside you, you are sad. Deep down inside you, you are sad that you cannot even actually come out to say something. Or you are complaining deep down. What are those signs that you are in this pattern? What are those signs that tells that you are in this pattern? One of those signs is that you feel really drained after helping people. After helping people, you feel drained. You're like, why did I have to do this? If I knew, I would have just told her no. Number two, you feel resentful, but still, you still say yes. Why does she always come to me? Why does she have to do this? Even while you are complaining or you are being resentful, you are still saying yes when you're supposed to say no. Another sign is that you avoid to express your needs. You don't want to explain. You don't want to express your situation. You don't want people to know what you are going through. The fourth sign we'll be talking about is that you feel responsible for others. You feel responsible for other people's emotion. I am also in this situation. As I'm teaching you, I'm also learning. Yeah. I am also in this situation. I feel really responsible for other people's needs, even at my job, even at home. I feel they need to know. I need to take care of this person. I need to do this. I need to do this. I'm working on myself too. And so you also need to work on yourself. You feel guilty for resting. You feel guilty for resting. That is the fifth sign. That is a pattern. Now, what are the scriptural insights? God has told us in His Word that we shouldn't live by people's approval. In Galatians chapter 1, verse 10, God doesn't want us to live by people's approval. God did not call you to lose yourself to serve others. No. The Bible said when we come to Jesus, He will give us rest. When we come to God, He will give us rest. So take your burden to God, and you are not supposed to abandon yourself for others. You can be kind without abandoning yourself. You can be kind without abandoning yourself. Now, how do you break free from this circle? How do you break free from this circle? How to break free from this circle is one. Step one is awareness. You have noticed that when you are saying yes out of fear, you notice you are saying yes out of fear. Now you are aware. You are aware that you are saying yes out of fear. That is how to break loose. That's the number one step to break free from this circle. If you are new here, my name is Nurse Obi. Can you comment down below so we see your feedback, like this video, and share it with your friends? Thank you. Subscribe to the channel too. Two-step is for you to start with small, little boundaries. Create boundaries, little by little, little by little, little by little. You can tell somebody that is asking you to do something, instead of you saying yes to that person, you can say, can I get back to you in a day? Can I get back to you in 2 hours? Go and have a rethink. Or you can even say, I can't commit right now. I can't commit right now. That is a way to start creating that small little boundaries. I that was step three. Step two talks about pausing. When you are aware, you gotta pause. You have to pause when you are aware. After awareness is pausing. You take a moment to think about it. Give yourself time to respond. Then number three is to start creating boundaries. Number four is to reconnect with your needs. How do you reconnect with your needs? You can ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? Yesterday, I was in a class and they were talking about focus. Focus. You got to focus on yourself. And there are ways that you can focus. Talk about asking questions. When you ask questions, it helps with your focus. Now you can reconnect with yourself or with your needs by asking yourself questions. What do I need in this moment? How can this help me? What can I get from this? Or how would this affect me? Ask yourself questions. Number five step is for you to regulate your emotions. Regulate your emotions. How do you regulate your emotions? There are ways you can regulate your emotions. You can regulate your emotions by one, take a rest. You need to rest. Get a nap, sleep, or even just take a break and lie down on your bed. Give your brain self a mental break. A mental break. A mental break is a situation where you don't have to be thinking about anything. You don't have to be on your phone. You don't have to be on any, just clear your mind, clear your brain off. It's a form of rest. Quiet time is also a form of rest. Just you, yourself, and your maker. Quiet time. It could be you taking a walk, having a prayer walk, just walking, or even staying in an isolated, or walking around in your room, but just focusing on a particular thing. It could even be prayer. Prayers can also help you to regulate your emotion. Journaling can help you to figure out this pattern. And at the end of the day, it will also help you to regulate your emotion. To help you to regulate your emotion. The key that you need to know is that you don't need to end love through exhaustion. Most of us, we end love by being exhausted ourselves. No, you do not need to end love by being exhausted. You can actually love people. People can love you without you sacrificing yourself. Yes, without you sacrificing yourself. One thing I need to assure us right here is that you are not weak for feeling tired, and you are not selfish for needing rest. You are not selfish for saying no. People pleasing may have helped you survive. They may have helped you to survive while you were growing up, might help you survive in a situation or anything, but it's not how you were meant to live. You are not meant to live by people please or by pleasing people. You deserve to show up as your full self. You don't need to please anybody. Not just that version that says yes to everybody. Not that version that feels comfortable with everyone, but that version that is your real self. If this video speaks so much to you, please comment down below, type in and say boundaries. Boundaries. Share this video with someone who always puts others first. Share this video with your loved ones, with your friends, with your well wishers, even with your enemy. You may be saving a life. Follow this channel, Thrive Recovery Academy, for more on mental health and addiction recovery. And please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Nurse Obi again. I will see you in my next one. Thank you.